I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. Event is coming soon. YouTube channel. Here's the latest intel.
Confused about the Anunnaki? This original miniseries explains their entire story. By the Explorer March. You might have seen documentaries and movies about the Anunnaki, but have you seen this? This is Anunnaki, Mensageiros do Vento, the first alternative history rock opera cartoon. Created by Brazilian rock band Mensageiros do Vento, Messengers of the Wind, this miniseries is based on translations of ancient clay tablets found amid the ruins of Sumer, arguably the cradle of human civilization. Best of all, it's got English subtitles. Ancient Sumerian texts refer to the Anunnaki as those that came down from the heaven, a race of extremely powerful and advanced beings that engineered mankind hundreds of thousands of years ago. Drawing on the works of Anunnaki specialist Zecharia Sitchin, Anunnaki, Mensageiros do Vento debuts with the summoning of Indubsra, master scribe, son of Erdu-Siddhi, servant of the Lord Enki, great god. For 40 days and nights, the loyal scribe wrote down the entire history of the Anunnaki, in cuneiform, as it was retold by Enki. According to the Genesis story, the 12th planet, known as Nibiru, was populated by humanoid beings very similar to us humans. After life on their home world became threatened by extensive volcanic eruptions, tensions inside their society became as big a peril as the volcanoes themselves. A splinter group is sent on a search throughout the solar system, hoping to find the cure for their dying world. Fortune smiled on them and the Anunnaki found Earth, or as they called it, Ki. Here, the air was breathable, the weather was lovely and resources abounded. Especially gold. When Nibiru approached Earth's orbit, about 432,000 years BC, the Nibiruans used spaceships to send people and essential goods from their planet to Earth. After they reached the surface, the advanced beings established bases in ancient Mesopotamia. In memory of the largest metropolis on Nibiru, the Anunnaki built Eridu, their first outpost on Earth and the real Eden, some would argue. In order to extract the precious metal, gold mines were established in southern Africa where they found abundant gold deposits. Because the work as a miner did not befit the Nibiruan masters, the Anunnaki people were sent to do the job for them. Treated like some sort of slaves, they represented the working element of this society, even though their physical and intellectual features were considered imposing even by our current modern human standards. Because of their superior traits, the Anunnaki soon revolted against their overseers and demanded them to create an inferior being in order to do this petty job in their stead. Their leaders consulted and eventually concluded that a lesser being is indeed needed for this kind of exploiting work, and so they created a new race by combining their own genes with those of the most evolved primates that lived on Earth at that point in time, which was probably Australopithecus. At first, Enki and Ninmah, two of the leaders, designed beings with formidable strength and size that worked for the Anunnaki on Earth, helping them to extract gold. As perfect as this sounds, their creation had one major flaw: they couldn't reproduce themselves, and so the so-called gods had to continuously make more of them to keep the mining process up and running at the desired capacity. As time passed, Enki and Ninmah developed several beings until they managed to reach the desired goal. After all their struggle, the final product of their combined knowledge was able to talk, and most important, they could produce children themselves. This way the first human race appeared under the form of Homo erectus. Whenever Nibiru distanced away from Earth, a part of the gods returned to their home planet until it completed the 3,600-year cycle again, period of time which the Sumerians called Asar. Meanwhile, the Anunnaki remained on Earth to take care of the gold mines and the so-called slaves, precisely as they were ordered by their gods. Because some human characteristics were also found in the Anunnaki, as the humans were created in their image, they eventually started to fight over earthly desires. Taking advantage of the situation, the slaves formed an alliance and revolted against their masters, like the Anunnaki once did. Many of them managed to escape the mines and eventually settled as free people in other parts of the earth, living their lives as depicted in many ancient texts, like the wild beasts. After the 3,600 years cycle was completed once again, the leaders of the Anunnaki returned to Earth and were very unpleased when they saw that the situation was out of control. They sentenced the Anunnaki to work the mines yet again. During their brief stay on planet Earth, the Masters conducted more experiments in order to create a more sophisticated race of workers. They made Homo habilis and Homo erectus until they eventually developed a race able to think, speak and reproduce themselves, and so they created man, also known as Homo sapiens. There are a number of videos available for you can watch. The links are in the article link below in our description.
Please like us and share with your social media. Please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our new videos.
Remember to check out our playlist for important intel you may have missed.
Be sure to enter our subscriber appreciation $100 monthly giveaway. The link is in our description.
And visit our sister channel. The event is coming soon for additional intel and information.
Stay tuned.
Victory of the Light
Event is coming soon. YouTube channel.